Hello, everyone. My name is Sue Lance, and I'm a credentialing specialist with the National Council for Therapeutic Recreation Certification. And today we're going to talk about the professional eligibility process. The information is included with this presentation, reflects the contents of the National Council for Therapeutic Recreation Certification standards as current as this past July 2023. It is the responsibility of the applicant to review the NCTRC website for the most current requirements prior to application submission. Our website is nctrc.org. Today's learning objectives is to define 3 requirements to gain professional eligibility from the NCTRC certification standards, to name 3 components of the application process for professional eligibility, and to restate at least 2 methods to prepare for the NCTRC exam. NCTRC was established in 1981. It's a service-oriented organization dedicated to protecting the public and improving recreational therapy practice. It's guided by devoted professionals who had a very clear vision, and we are accredited by the National Commission for Certifying Agencies starting in 1993, and we remain accredited, current. There are 19,000 plus individuals on the NCTRC CTRS registry, and if you're interested in looking at this, please go to our website at nctrc.org, click on CTRS verification, and you'll see a link to click on the registry, and you'll see the CTRSs that are certified in the United States, the different provinces of Canada, and other countries. We are recognized as the cornerstone of the therapeutic recreation profession in North America. Our core purpose is to protect the safety of consumers of recreational therapy services, and our mission statement is that the National Council for Therapeutic Recreation Certification protects the public by promoting the provision of quality services offered by NCTRC certificates. Why should you become a CTRS? I say, why not? We are the oldest and the most well-recognized credential internationally. We are recognized as the benchmark of quality based on training and demonstration of abilities in the therapeutic recreation process. And we have extensive knowledge and skill-based training. Assurance is given to the public and employees that the recreational therapist has met the certification standards related to academic preparation, professional experience, whether it's internship or paid work experience, successful completion of the exam, and continued professional development. NCTRC offers different services. We have a pre-approval process. The pre-approval process is for those who want to become certified and have taken some classes which could be part of the required courses, but they're not sure. And this process, though is optional, can be very valuable if you want a firm answer. We offer entry-level professional eligibility, testing, renewal, recertification and reentry, discipline, employer verification, and advocacy. Professional eligibility. Well, to become a CTRS, you must first be awarded professional eligibility and pass the NCTRC exam. It is awarded to those individuals who meet the current certification standards. Professional eligibility is awarded for a 5-year period, and there's 2 paths to become professionally eligible. We have the equivalency path and we have the academic path. For the fact that it's awarded for a 5-year period, once you receive email notification that you have professional eligibility, you have 5 years to take and pass the exam. There's 2 paths to certification. This is the equivalency path. You need to have a minimum of a baccalaureate degree or higher from an accredited college or university in any major area. You will need to complete a minimum of 6 courses with therapeutic recreation content totaling 18 credits. You will also need to complete abnormal psychology, minimum of 3 credits, lifespan development or human growth and development across the lifespan, or developmental psychology, depending on what college terms this course. It's got to be a minimum of 3 credits. And a 3-credit minimum anatomy and physiology. We do not require a lab. And then 9 credits of humanities and social sciences. And those really are defined as the humanities courses that you took your first years of college, which were maybe intro to psychology, intro to sociology, ethics, and courses such as that. And then in terms of paid work experience, there's 2 options. You could work a minimum of 5,000 hours of paid work experience that uses the therapeutic recreation process, or 1,500 hours of paid work experience doing the therapeutic recreation process under the supervision of a CTRS. In the standards, it states in terms of the supervision of a CTRS, if you are employed at a facility that there is not a CTRS on staff, and you know someone who is an active CTRS, whether they're around the corner or in another state, and they are active, if they are willing to supervise you through this 1,500 hours, that is acceptable. The supervision is 1 hour for every 10 hours worked each week. If you work a 40-hour week, the supervision would be a minimum of 4 hours each week. The academic path is that you need to have a bachelor's degree or higher from an accredited college or university, a major in therapeutic recreation, or a major in recreation with an option in therapeutic recreation or recreation therapy, therapeutic recreation content coursework. It's a minimum of 6 courses with therapeutic recreation content totaling 18 credits. Their supportive coursework is a 3-credit abnormal psychology, a 3-credit lifespan development or human growth and development across the lifespan, or developmental psychology, whatever term or language your college uses. That's a minimum of 3 credits, and a minimum of a 3-credit anatomy and physiology. We do not require a lab. The humanities and social science courses, there's a total of 9 semester credits, and those courses would be titled maybe Intro to Psychology, Intro to Sociology, maybe Ethics, medical terminology. And then the internship is a minimum of a 14-week, 560-hour internship. So in essence, the difference between the academic path and the equivalency path is that the equivalency path, the bachelor's degree and all of the academic coursework and the paid work experience would need to be completed prior to applying for professional eligibility. For the academic path, the beauty of the academic path is that we will review you on completing the coursework alone, and then you could, after getting professional eligibility and taking and passing the exam, you would then need to enter internship information where it was completed and posted on your transcript. That's really the difference. The internship certification standards. Well, you need to complete a minimum of 560 hours, a minimum of 14 weeks in therapeutic recreation services that uses the therapeutic recreation process as identified and defined by the current NCTRC job analysis study under the supervision of both an academic and agency internship supervisor who are NCTRC CTRS certified. The agency supervisor must also possess the CTRS credential for 1 year prior to supervising an internship student. An acceptable internship experience is one which is completed after the majority of required therapeutic recreation coursework is completed as verified on the official transcript. So your internship will have the following included in it, which is from our 2021 job task areas, which became effective January of 2023 this year. In the job task areas, we have professionalism, so developing professional relationships, maintaining professional competency. In the area of assessment, you're conducting the assessment process and applying the assessment data to a plan of care. You're developing individualized plan of care and designing program services. Under implementation, you're delivering program services and adhering to risk management protocols. For the evaluation and documentation area, it's document client progress and document program and client incident. Each facility has their own way of documenting both the client progress and documenting the program and client incident. And lastly, administration, maintaining department documentation and assigning and monitoring personnel. The agency CTRS supervisor is the primary supervisor for you at the agency. That person must possess the active certification status at the CTRS level on the first day of the applicant's internship and have been certified for at least 1 year prior to supervising interns. Any change in certification status of the supervisor during the internship shall not affect the certification eligibility of an applicant. So really what this means is that as an intern, prior to starting your internship, it is super, super important for you to look up your CTRS agency supervisor, who is going to be your primary supervisor, and you can look them up on our public verification portal. If you were to go to our website at nctrc.org, at the top, you should see CTRS verification. Click on it, and when you get to the bottom of the page, click on the link that says verification portal. You can either enter the CTRS agency supervisor's last name or their ID, certification ID number, click submit, and if they come up on the verification portal, that means that they are active. You will also be able to see their initial certification date, when their 5-year cycle is up, and that their annual maintenance is up to date. It is super, super important that you do that. Please be proactive, simply because, unfortunately, we have had people who have done their internship and they did not check that their agency supervisor was a CTRS for a minimum of a year on the first day of the internship, and they had to redo their internship. So please, please, please be proactive and check this out. If you need assistance with anything that I am discussing here, please give us a call, 845-639-1439, or you can email us at nctrc@nctrc.org. Please make sure that you check this out, because we don't want to see this happen to you. And I'm sure you don't either. The academic CTRS supervisor. So the academic CTRS supervisor for your internship is your supervisor at your college or university. They must be an active CTRS on the first day of the start of your internship, and they also must be employed at the college or university. The CTRS, the agency or academic supervisor CTRS, cannot serve in the capacity of both the academic supervisor and the agency supervisor during a given internship experience. Unfortunately, that has happened, and unfortunately, the student had to redo the internship. Please, it's super important to be proactive and check all of these things. The internship is completed after coursework. So an acceptable internship must be completed after the majority of the required therapeutic recreation coursework is completed. Verification of the completed internship must appear on the official academic transcript. The majority of the recreation therapy content coursework is defined as no less than 12 semester or 16 quarter hours of therapeutic recreation content coursework. This requirement applies to coursework completed at the degree earning institution, but does not apply to coursework completed after the academic degree is conferred. So let me just explain about the posting of your internship on your transcript. The internship, if it's in a specific year and semester, when you apply for professional eligibility, you're going to put a start date and an end date. Those dates need to coincide with how the internship is posted on the transcript. They have to be the same semester. Academic credit awarded. The student must receive academic credit and an evaluative grade for the internship experience as verified by official transcript. The internship experience must be completed over the same date as the semester or quarter in which the student receives academic credit for the experience. So I began by telling you this. We're on this slide and it's saying the same thing. Sometimes this happens. If it does, and we're reviewing your application, you will be sent an email that a letter or some kind of document from your academic advisor would need to be sent in to explain the discrepancy. So please make sure that you're checking all of these things. Lots of details, very important. What is the review process? Well, the review process is that number one, you want to go onto our website at nctrc.org, and then at the top on the right, you're going to click my NCTRC login. You're going to log in, and it's really just putting in contact information. Now you have started your own profile. Step two would be to contact the registrar's office from all colleges that you attended, give them our email address, which is nctrc@nctrc.org, and order your transcript sent to us electronically. You can also mail your transcripts to us. The issue is that the transcript that you mail has to be an official original transcript. It cannot be a copy. It cannot be a PDF, and there cannot be any markings on it. If additional information is needed, the application will be placed into need more information status, and you'll receive an email so you can log in, return to the application, and check application comments. And what I'd like to stress to you is that in terms of all colleges and universities, even if you attended a community college or you took one or two courses at another college, we need transcripts from all colleges that you attended. And although courses and credits are transferred to your current college, they're not usually transferred over in the way that we need to see them on the transcript to do the review. So it's super important that you get us all transcripts initially. If you don't, and you get a need more information email that says we need all transcripts, it's going to stop the review process until we receive them. So just, to be proactive again, get us all of the transcripts. If your application is approved, you will receive an email regarding the exam registration process and scheduling an exam appointment during the requested testing window. So this is some really important information I'm going to explain to you. Let's say you receive an email from us today and that you receive professional eligibility, and it's September. And let's say you are not ready to sit for the exam. You need more time. And with professional eligibility, once you receive professional eligibility, you have 5 years to take and pass the exam. So if you get professional eligibility today, but you want to take it in a future window, do not log on and register and pay for the exam, because you will not be able to register for a future window. If that is the case, please call us at 845-639-1439 or email us at nctrc at nctrc.org with your question, and we will assist you. So remember, if you are not ready to take the exam, but you've got professional eligibility notification, do not register and pay for the exam. Email us, call us, and we'll help you get through that. Okay. The knowledge areas. Well, the knowledge areas, all these areas are part of what you did in your internship, but these are also very important areas that are going to be part of the exam content. So we talked about professionalism, assessment, planning, implementation, evaluation, and documentation, and administration. All of these areas are part of the knowledge areas, and they will be on the exam. So here are these same areas, and you'll see the amount of questions in percentage that they are on the exam. This is a very current exam content outline. It's effective as of this past January 2023. The outline was just restructured rather. And in professionalism, it's 12% of the questions. Under assessment, it's 19% of the questions. Under planning, it's 18% of the questions. Under implementation, 25% of the questions. Evaluation and documentation, it's 16% of the questions. And under administration, it's 10% of the questions, totaling 100%. So what you want to do is when you're in your courses and with your college professors who are very well versed in all of this, really pick their brains and review everything. You can also go onto our website at NCTRC. If you click on resources and scroll all the way down to the very last category of helpful tools, the second category talks all about the exam, and there's lots of exam information. So please review all of that and really utilize your academic advisors and college professors who are, again, very, very well versed in this, and get help. So there's different exam windows. So you'll see on here, we're starting in January. The exam is given 6 times a year from January 1st through February 1st. It was given March 1st through March 31st, May 1st through June 1st, July 1st through July 31st, September 1st to October 1st, which is the current exam now, and November 1st through November 30th. The exam is given every single day of the year, and there's 2 different ways of taking the exam. To go back to scheduling your exam, so you see this in the September exam window, if you receive professional eligibility during the September exam window, or to be able to register for the exam window, and you want to take it in November, you could literally log onto your dashboard, click professional eligibility application, and on the next page, click details. And when you open it up, it will say that you're registering for the September 1st or the October 1st window. If you do not want to register for that window and you want to register for the November 1st window, you do not schedule and pay for it. You could then log on October 3rd of 2023. And when you open up your application, your professional eligibility application, if it says you are registering for the November 1st through the November 30th, 2023 exam window, then you can register for it. You are paying the fee, and then you will be sent over to schedule your exam to the PSI Test Administration Company's website. The exam format. The exam format, it's 120 multiple choice questions. Some questions have 3 and some questions have 4 answers. The exam is 3 hours. It's available in English, Spanish for Latin Americas, and Canadian French. The very last slide of the exam is when you will be notified of the results at the conclusion of your exam. There's 2 ways that you can take the exam. You can take the exam at a test center. And if you are choosing to do that after you pay the exam for the exam and you schedule your exam, the first question at this test administration company's website is, do you want to sit for the exam at a test center? If you do, it will then ask you to put in the zip code where you want to sit for the exam. And the list comes up with the test sites that are closest to that zip code and then farther away. There is a second way that you can take the exam, and it is called live remote proctoring. It's really you taking the exam in a secure location with compatible technology. Really would like to take a few minutes with you to discuss the live remote proctoring. So basically, it means that you need to make sure that the technology that you're going to be using to take the exam is compatible with the test administration company's technology. There's a way that you have to do specific checks. If you go onto our website at nctrc.org and put your cursor over exam, there's a drop down. The second one says live remote proctoring. When the page opens up, there are many different links. Please click on from the beginning to the end each link, because there's different tests that you need to do to see if your technology is compatible. If you're not sure or you think that it's not, you can contact the PSI website and ask them. They will be very happy to help you. So preparing for your exam. Well, your education is really the most important preparation. And again, you are in a situation where your college professors are very well versed, very eager, very motivated to really help you get all of this information and take and pass the exam. They're very, very prepared for it. They are going to help you review the exam content outline. Again, that's on our website under exam resources. What you should do also is to review the NCTRC exam reference list and to review the practice exam. Once you become certified, now I want to take a step back. So when you get professional eligibility to be able to sit for the exam, we have a very wonderful digital badge that you will be awarded. So when you get that email that says that you are professionally eligible to sit for the exam, you're also going to get an email that says that you can claim a digital badge. And I'll show you the digital badge when we move forward. So this digital badge is a way that shows that you have what you have done to be able to attain professional eligibility, to be able to sit for the exam. And you're basically just following the directions and going to a specific website, which is called Credly. You're registering it in there, starting a profile, an account with them. And once your account is and your professional eligibility status is linked together, you can share your digital badge on your email, on social media, in any way. And once somebody hovers over that professional eligibility digital badge, it will bring them to the Credly website, and they'll be able to click on there and see everything that you did, all of the hard work that you did to become professionally eligible. It is super exciting. Now, once you have taken and passed the exam and you become certified, there are a few things that you'll need to do. So certification is granted for a 5-year cycle. Each year, 2 to 4, you need to complete an annual maintenance renewal application that you can access on your dashboard by logging in. It's mainly just completing the application, which has eligibility questions, and then paying the annual maintenance fee. And then after you've paid the fee, then you will be able to print out a new certificate. You will also be receiving a digital badge for becoming certified, and your digital badge will be updated automatically if it's registered. And then you again, so for your 5th year, there's a couple of ways that you can become certified. The other thing is you must pay your application and fee to remain an active CTRS and active CTRS status. If the renewal process is not completed annually as required, your CTRS status will become inactive. For example, your employer, it is a public portal. Your employer can at any given time go onto the verification portal, look you up, and if you do not come up on the verification portal, it means that you are not active. So we do know that employers do spot checks, so it's probably a good idea just to make sure that you maintain your, renewal and status. One of the best ways to make sure that you're receiving the emails, because NCTRC does email you reminders a minimum of 2 to 3 months ahead of when you're due to renew or recertify, that your email is updated and current. Then if the renewal process is not completed annually as required, as we say, your status becomes inactive. That's not something that you want. So we know you're going to maintain that. Now, when you are due to recertify, at the end of the 5-year cycle, there's 2 options to recertify. The first option is you could retake the exam to become recertified, or you could complete the combination of 480 professional experience hours and 50 continuing education hours. With the certification, you can also apply for specialization area designation. That is something that is done for when you're due to recertify, so it aligns with your recertification cycle. There are 7 areas for specialization in our standards, certification standards. If you open up the standards and look at pages 19 through 21, you will be able to review and look at all of the definitions for the different areas for specialization area designation and what it all entails. So if you would like to apply for specialization area designation at the time you're due to recertify, the requirements are that you need to have a minimum of 5,000 hours of professional experience in the area that you're going to choose for specialization, and you'll need to complete a total of 75 hours of continuing education in that same area. The 75 hours includes the 50 hours for recertifying your CTRS, an additional 25 hours to total 75 hours, but all 75 hours must be in the area that you're choosing. The application can be accessed on the dashboard under the recertification, education, and work experience. Digital badges. So there's a couple of digital badges. We've been speaking about them. So it's they're secure web-enabled credentials that contain verified information about each earner's professional achievements. So, as I explained earlier, once you become professionally eligible, you will receive an email from NCTRC with a link to Credly, which is the website where you can apply for your professional eligibility digital badge. When you're as a certification as a CTRS, you get a digital badge. You would just need to connect with Credly via that link and follow the instructions on how to get it connected. And then you can also get a specialization area designation digital badge. So if you're a CTRS, and you have a specialization area in maybe pediatrics, you will receive 2 digital badges. And what happens is that these digital badges can be attached to your email, to social media. In the email, if you were to receive an email from me, you could click on my CTRS digital badge. It would take you to the Credly website, and it would show you everything that I have done to become certified and remain certified. It is such a cool thing. There's so many different professions that are doing digital badges. So really think about doing it. It's just another feather in your cap, and you really deserve it. Earning a digital badge from NCTRC. So again, once you receive professional eligibility, your CTRS, or your specialization area designation, you'll receive an email from us about being able to accept your digital badge. Again, it's the Credly website. Please follow the instructions. They're very, very, easy to follow. We also do have a YouTube video that you can go onto YouTube, onto nctrc.org, and we have a bunch of different YouTube videos and recordings for you to look at for assistance with recertification, assistance with questions about the digital badge, questions about many, many things. Okay, so the digital badge, we have a wonderful motto: learn it, earn it, and share it. So you can share it on your email. You can share it on LinkedIn. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on Twitter and in your email, as I said earlier. A lot of people are using it on LinkedIn. It's good for professional, contact, people searching for jobs. It's really, really, really a very good thing to have. And again, a lot of other professions are using it and are looking for it because it's a very quick way for them to figure out, just to click on it and learn what it is that you did to attain it. NCTRC has financial assistance programs. So we have a hardship fee waiver program. And the hardship fee waiver program is if you have an unanticipated financial burden. There are specific ways to, apply for this, for, possible waiver fees for different things. It could be a possible waiver fee for the professional eligibility fee. It could be a possible waiver of fees for the exam registration. It could be a possible waiver of fees for annual maintenance. It could be a possible waiver of fees for recertification. It could be a possible waiver of fees for continuing education pre-approval. There's so many different ways that this can be used. And the other financial assistance program that we have is our NCTRC scholarship program. This is something that, you can apply for more than one time. So in order to find out more information on our website, if you're at nctrc.org, you want to put your cursor over financial assistance programs, and you'll see the two come up, and you can click on them and review the information. The other thing is you can either email us or give us a call. If you have questions about either of these two programs, you can call or email and with your question, and you will be sent to the person this credentialing specialist who is very well versed in this, and will be able to help you and answer everything and give you all of the information that you need. So those are the financial assistance programs. So NCTRC and the CTRS, what you really want to do, you really want to invest in yourself. You really need to think about the fact that you have worked really hard and you want to maintain it. And so one of the ways that you can be involved in your profession is to get involved in your local state therapeutic recreation association. And if you're not sure of that in the state that you live in, what you can do is just Google therapeutic recreation association, and put in your zip code, or, therapeutic recreation state association, and put in your state. There's different ways of looking it up, but it's super important and lots of fun and very productive for you to become involved in your state or local, professional association. There's two other associations. There's the ATRA Association. It's the American Therapeutic Recreation Association. Fabulous association. They represent the therapeutic recreation profession. They are a wealth of information. They are also on social media, and they are always available to assist you. They have, their website has lots of things to look at. They offer webinars. They also offer different ways to get education if you're looking to do academic courses. So again, really get onto ATRA website. It's atra-online.com. Get on there and cruise through it, and you will really see such great stuff. The other association that's equal and wonderful is the CTRA Association. It's the Canadian Therapeutic Recreation Association. Same situation, where they represent the therapeutic recreation profession. They have so much information, is equal to ATRA, and both associations are wonderful. They're there to help you. They're there to, get you to certain spots for webinars, and they can answer lots of questions for you. Now, NCTRC, we're a resource as well. So please contact us. You can call us, you can email us, any types of questions that you have. If we don't have the answer, we will refer you. We'll send you to someplace where we know that you will get some resources, and be very proud of and maintain your credential. So, I think that it's really important that you are going, head on in full force, and, maintaining that wonderful work ethic that you have, because you are motivated and you are excited. And it's really, a wonderful place to be in. So NCTRC, as I said, is on YouTube. If you go onto YouTube and put in National Council for Therapeutic Recreation Certification, or NCTRC, you will get to our YouTube page, and our channel is there. And like I said, there are so many different videos and recordings that we have, a tutorial on how to recertify, on getting your digital badge. So there's, wonderful options there. Also on our website, you will see, webinars, or you can click on there and you'll see that there's, webinars for, again, recertifying. What is a recertification process? You'll also see a certificates meeting on there. So there's really, when you have time, and people laugh, I always say, sit down, have a cup of tea, get onto our website and really look around, search around, cruise it around, and just see what you can find from there. And so our information, we're NCTRC, and our address and our phone number and our fax is on our website. Again, you can email us at nctrc@nctrc.org if you have any questions or comments. I would like to leave you with some real positive thoughts. Be proud of what you do. Be proud of the person you are. And be proud of the difference you have made and will make. Thank you very much for having me. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to us. Be well and take care.